Nearly 0.1 million tons of municipal solid waste is generated in India every day. Approximately 36.5 million tons waste is generated annually. Out of the total municipal waste collected, 94% is dumped on land and 5% is composted. Urban India is the world's third largest garbage generator.
Waste management is a huge challenge as well as crisis in our country. But some cities have managed to put in successful waste management systems. A survey by the Centre for Science and Environment has rated cities like Alleppey in Kerela, Panaji, Mysuru, Pune as those who made a significant leap forward and could become models for the rest of the country. In this special episode of the NDTV-Dettol Banega Swacch India campaign, we will bring to you in-depth reports on some of these cities and also tell you how they have transformed their waste into resources.
Not in My Backyard, a book by Delhi-based NGO Centre for Science and Environment, attempts to highlight the present status of solid waste management in our country and also how we need to urgently reinvent our methods and ways to achieve it.
So while we were doing the book, one of the challenges was also to find out the cities which are doing commendable work. And it started as finding case studies, if there are areas in the city where waste management is not good, but then there are also areas or cities that are doing commendable work. And we got to know about Alleppey and Mysuru and Panaji and host of other cities, some were small, some were fairly big, that were doing commendable work in waste management. And we can also say that some of them are also zero landfill cities. And three amongst them are Alleppey, Mysuru and Panaji.
As a nation, when Swachhata is the buzzword, waste is an important aspect of it. With land being at a premium across India, most landfills in the country are also way past the saturation period. Improper waste management causes air pollution from burning of waste both at landfill sites and in open areas, and pollution of groundwater as well. What's important is to sort out a concrete waste management system that ensures segregation and recycling.
You have to turn the waste story around. To turn the waste story around, we have to stop looking at waste as waste. We have to start looking at waste as a resource. To look at it as a resource means that you have to be able to segregate it and you have to be able to process it. Now, even if you want to take the waste and turn it into energy, which is also a form of processing and making energy out of it, waste to energy plants.
We travel to the cities highlighted in the book by the CSE to check how they are managing their waste differently and efficiently. For most Indian cities, integrating more systematic waste disposal in landfills with strategies for waste recycling and reuse remains a huge challenge. Our first stop is Alleppey, picturesque canals, backwaters, beaches and lagoons. A town with immense natural beauty, also known as the Venetian capital of Kerala. Alleppey attracts thousands of tourists each year.
Sarvodyapuram is the place where the municipality of Alleppey was dumping the city's waste for decades. But in 2012, the people living around this area protested and said that they would not allow waste be dumped in their backyard. Since then, this landfill has been closed. In fact, the city of Alleppey has learned how to manage its waste, and this waste area is now thriving greenery.
As garbage started spreading everywhere in the city, the acute crisis in 2012 then forced Alleppey to try different methods of waste management.
We were taking our municipal solid waste to a village place, that is Sarvodyapuram, where the municipality was having near about 12 acres of land there. And for the last 3 or 4 decades, we were taking the solid waste to that place. And after that, the agitation started because we were not in a position to process all these things in a better way. At that same time, our then MLA and now Finance Minister of Kerala, Dr. T.M. Thomas Aizawl, started off thinking about a new alternative for this waste management. And with his own initiative, we have started a new program for the municipal solid waste management. It is a 12-ward pilot program and then expanded to the total 52 wards of Alleppey municipality.
And that is when a people's campaign for progressive waste at the source was born. The pilot project for 12 wards was successful, and today it has transformed the city's waste scenario. The focus of the initiative was segregation and treatment of wet waste at the source.
We have started installing biogas plants of different types and different models. We have started fixing of pipe compost units there, and the domestic waste is almost handled at that place.
The Alleppey municipality has about 40,000 households in its 52 wards. Under the Suchitwa mission, biogas plants, both portable and fixed, have been installed in households with 75% subsidy from government agencies. The pipe composting system is ideal for a small family, as the household organic waste is converted into compost and is cost effective. Ramya, a teacher, is conscious about the environment and is very happy with the biogas connection.
Here we have 8 members in our family, and it is a big family, and usually we consumed about 1 cylinder in a month. Now it is half, that is about 2 months we are consuming it. We are happy because the waste is not thrown away. We are using all the waste that is provided from the kitchen. Everything is, we are putting it inside that, and we don't want to throw it. It is eco-friendly, and our children are seeing it and they will do it. That is, they can follow it.
After biogas and pipe composting, Alleppey experimented with another innovation. The Thumbur Muri aerobic composting unit, where waste is processed into compost in 90 days in these community tanks. They are maintained by municipality workers who have seen a big difference to their health, as aerobic composting units means they no longer have to haul the garbage themselves.
और पहले कूड़ा वाला आता था और उस टाइम क्या है वो किट का अंदर लेके उनका साथ लेके जाएगा वो लोग वो सेंट्रलाइज्ड प्लांट बंद हो जाएगा टाइम वो लोग क्या कर दिया वो बायोगैस प्लांट का अंदर वो डाल दिया और उस टाइम वो उनका वेस्ट है ना वो एनर्जी के बारे में कन्वर्ट कर दिया.
The campaign involves intense targeted awareness programs, a maintenance team and night squads to sustain their system.
पूरा एजुकेशन करना चाहिए वो हमारा मतलब अभी हमारा थॉमस आइजक जी डॉक्टर थॉमस आइजक जी सीधा जाके वो घर के साथ घर वालों के साथ सीधा जाके वो इसके लिए वो एजुकेशन कर दिया. म्युनिसिपैलिटी का हेल्थ स्क्वाड भी है और नाइट स्क्वाड भी है. वो कुछ लोग फेंक दिया तो हम लोग फाइन कर दूंगा उनको.
It's inspiring to see the city has revolutionized municipal solid waste management. The municipalities have withdrawn from the waste business and people segregate and compost. The informal recyclers collect and sell. Currently, efforts are being made to scale up the Alleppey experience to the rest of Kerala, and then hopefully to the rest of the country. From Alleppey to Mysuru in Karnataka. The city of palaces, a cultural hub of the state and a big draw for tourists. The city still retains some of its old world charm and green cover and was declared the cleanest city in the country based on 2 Swachh Bharat parameters: open defecation and solid waste management.
Open defecation is very minimum in our city, and in addition to that we have a very good sewerage system, drainage system. Then we supply safe quality drinking water to the people, and in addition to that we have a very scientific solid waste management process in Mysuru. We have educated all the households, more than 2 lakh households we have educated, and we have distributed to 1,50,000 pairs of color-coded dustbins.
Keeping the city clean is a lot of hard work, planning and commitment. The city produces 402 tons of waste every day. 60% of this is wet waste and 40% dry waste. 200 tons are handled at a sewage farm compost plant. 90 tons of waste go to an inert landfill. Up to 50 tons are handled at 9 zero waste management plants spread around the city. This is where Mysuru sets an inspiring example. Residents have been trained to segregate wet organic waste from dry waste and to use different colored bins for each. The door-to-door collection starts in the morning at 6:30. Community workers employed by the Mysuru Municipal Corporation, known as Pura Karmikas, pick up the materials and take them by truck and by push carts to plants around the city.
We started a zero waste management plant. So according to me, there is no waste at all. Yes, everything is converted to resource. That is our objective. After we collect the waste from the household, we segregate basically into two types. Degradable and non-degradable. All non-degradable wastes are further converted into about 25 types, and you may be surprised to see that everything has a market. Even this strip, this waste, the waste also has got a value. It is sold at different rates, like 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 10 rupees, up to 20 rupees also we are selling it.
The garbage is neatly segregated into over 24 categories, labelled and sold to scrap merchants who sell it to recyclers and industries that can reuse the material. Nothing goes waste, not even bottle caps.